Well, if you don't want to hear anything concerning United into the relegation battle, the job to do is here. We have to demolish Ipswich and really show them that they are a club that is only at Old Trafford for a beating. Though we all know to it that our team has always gone ahead to struggle when you're playing teams that really play low block. This is the chance for us to obviously come and really showcase exactly what we are all about. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this game of football is going to be played at Old Trafford. And if you really have a very huge memory, you remember that this was Ruben Amorim's first game, as a United manager. You know that very well. And it was Marcus Rashford who scored in just, 34 seconds, And then towards the end of the first half, Hutchinson went ahead to obviously curl that ball that was aided into the back of the net, courtesy of that head brush from a player known as Mazarawi. So let's wait and see how things pan out. But we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned in here. So guys, how are you and how is your day? Let's obviously look into the previous fixtures. Ipswich was annihilated by a side called Spurs 4-1. You understand? Then after that, they went ahead to obviously find themselves in a position of not at all finding themselves in a position of losing, but they really put up a very huge battle. For Manchester United, they drew with Everton, coming two from behind. It was Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. You understand? Those are the two goals that we scored. 2-2 draw with Everton, and here we come to obviously face off this other side called Ipswich, meaning that we are coming in here and having 30 points and we are 13 points off Ipswich. And if we really want to obviously gate ourselves from the relegation battle, this is the game to win, because it will take us 16 points ahead of Luton Town. Now, who is out? Mason Mount is out, Kobe Mainoo is out, Luke Shaw is out, Amadi Diallo is out, Lisandro Martinez is out, John Evans is out, Mazarawi is doubtful. You understand? Those are the players that United are really having out. They are really injured. Atil Bayenda is also out, injured. Luke Shaw, I've gone ahead of mention his name. So United will obviously look at that and really understand that things are really good to go. But with those players are variable, we obviously have to see to it that all goes on well. Christian Eriksen is back. Lenny Yoro returned, and I think he came on when you're really playing against Everton, so you remember that very well. Now, when you look at the side of Ipswich, Calvin Phillips is out. Jens Kajiste is out. Wes Barnes is also out. Connor Chaplin, could be back in action. Sam Morsy and Sami Semidix also returned back, and Axel Twanzebe is also returning back from suspension. They don't have very many players who are really out. You understand? So that means they almost have their players back in here. Now, let's go to the probable starting 11 for the club of Manchester United into this particular fixture. Now, Man United is versing Ipswich, and the system is 4-2-3-1. You know that our manager is hesitant that he's not obviously gonna really change this, and we wait to see. By the time it gives us results, the manager will be here. And one of the things I hate is to hear anyone talking about this manager getting sacked. I really want him here. I want this manager to be here for the next 5 years, to see to it that all goes on well, and see to it that we really get to where we deserve to be. Now, in goal, we obviously have Andre Onana. He has been really very erratic, but I think I halted going at any United player this season because the entire team is really looking bad. That is it. Because if I'm to blame, then every game I'm obviously going to come out to blame anyone. Sorry, the entire team, So all what I want to see is this season coming to a pure end. Then Onana in goal. On the right side of the three-man central defense, it's really going to be Matthias De Ligt. On the left side of the three-man central defense, it's going to be Lenny Yoro. At the center of the three-man central defense, it's really going to be Harry Maguire. So that's how I think United is obviously going to be standing into its back four. We go to the wing backs. Dalot, right wing back, doing the needful into the needful, but they first brought for me Ugarte in the double pivot alongside Casemiro. I believe the manager is going to maintain this double pivot, right? Because I know he might twist a little bit or maybe bring in Eriksen, but getting in Casemiro, meaning that you'll obviously have to give him another game today because other players are not there. Unless otherwise, the manager goes into getting Bruno back into the double pivot alongside Manuel Ugarte, something that I don't really give a very huge green light. So I think that's going to be the double pivot, and there comes in Dalot as the right wing back for the club of Manchester United in this system. Left wing back, Dogu is the guy, according to me. He's the guy that is expected to do wonders into that system of Manchester United. Then we are having the two number 10s. I think it's going to be Bruno Fernandes on the right side of the central attacking midfield for the club of Manchester United, scoring one that obviously brought United back into saving a point from Everton in there for you. And then Joshua Zirkzee. In the previous 3 games, he has been looking well, and him being played into that position obviously sends a message that nothing is for jokes. That is it. Joshua Zirkzee and Bruno Fernandes are really there to put in the best of the best and put in the best of performances in there. So that is Bruno Fernandes. Now, the question is, who is really going to be leading the line? I've gonna hate to see people say Chido Obi Martin, others Rasmus Højlund, but as I've already told you, the problem of Manchester United is not that we don't have a player who can really put the ball at the back of the net. We have those players that can really score those goals and really bury those balls at the back of the net. But the problem of Manchester United is that we are lacking creativity. And I'm asking you, when did you last see United, when did you last see United finding themselves in a position of really scoring or really creating chances for their number 9? Our number 9s have always gone ahead to be suffocated. So I think you have to bring in Rasmus Højlund to play some 70 minutes, as the manager did when you're playing against Everton. Then Chido Obi Martin, get him on after Rasmus Højlund plays the 70 minutes. And this is the perfect atmosphere for Chido Obi Martin to find himself scoring his first senior goal in his career, because you're going to be playing at Old Trafford, and you know how Old Trafford fans rock it for these youngsters like Chido Obi Martin. So I really anticipate that team will obviously go ahead and really get the job done for Ruben Amorim at the Old Trafford. When you look at Ipswich, we expect Palmer in goal, Twanzebe right back, then Davis left back, then O'Shea and Greaves in the central defense, then Mossy and Katjusi into what we call the double pivot, then Philigen into the central attacking side of the midfield, then Hutchinson, right attacking midfielder, Simodix, left attacking midfielder, and Liam Delap leading the line. And you know that Liam Delap has gone ahead obviously find himself linked to the club of Manchester United. And if you want to win, to get out of this conversation of the relegation battle, this is the game that we are supposed to win. And find those teams and beat them. Leicester City, find it in the second leg and beat it. Go ahead and beat a side called Ipswich, and another one goes by the names of Southampton. That is it. Beat them, and the rest will be history. You understand? But Southampton has already gone ahead to be beaten 2 games. The first game it was 3-0, and the second one ended 3-1. So that is Man United for you. So we are here to see to it that all really goes on well as planned. So 1. Let's go to the head-to-head stats. Man United are unbeaten Man United are unbeaten in their last 7 home games against Ipswich. 5 wins and 2 draws, winning each of the last 3 by an aggregate of 15-0. So it has always gone ahead to be a high-scoring fixture of Manchester United. Secondly, Ipswich have kept just 1 clean sheet in their last 23 games against Manchester United. A goalless draw at Old Trafford in November 1993. Then thirdly, Ipswich's last league win against Man United was in May 1984 2-1, which was the last occasion Man United lost a home league game in which they led at halftime. The Red Devils are unbeaten in 388 such games since then, and United has 355 wins and 33 draws. Fourthly, Man United have lost 7 Premier League home games this season, with 5 of those coming in Ruben Amorim's 7 in charge. They last lost at Old Trafford in a single league campaign back in 1962 to 1963. So you know how we've gone ahead when you're not winning. Lastly, Ipswich Town have kept just 1 clean sheet in their last 24 Premier League away games. 52 goals conceded in total, drawing 0-0 at Brighton in September. That's exactly what you're really having in through. And now, I know most of you are really asking, Rokani, what's your prediction? 2-1 win for the club of Manchester United. That is it. I really smell this win, and I know we are really going to be enjoying this win at Old Trafford. So guys, your thoughts on that are welcome in the comment section below. But Liam Delap comes into this game of football knowing that he's wanted by Manchester United, and he might obviously come to prove a point that you want me, and I've gone ahead obviously annihilate you at Old Trafford. But it's not going to be an easy game because the intensity of Ipswich doesn't drop. They will run to see to it that every player steps on every blade of the grass at Old Trafford. So that's what I had for you in here. I'm out. Bye-bye.